not better, guys. It hasn't been Wednesday yet.
Another week, Josh.
Another week.
So,
I
just
still have
in
a
case
little
you
bit
guys
of
are
time.
wondering, you know, here in our area where we live, there's been this virus going around. It's not a cold. It's not a flu. You know, I went to the doctor twice. It's a virus. I got tested for all that. Even strep throat I got tested for. It's a virus.
And I'm calling it fluvid.
It lasts between 3 and 4 weeks. And you get this nasty itch on your throat.
It's
and you
horrible.
just have to cough. And you try to breathe, like inhale, and the air goes into your mouth.
And it just tickles.
And it just,
Well, not really tickle.
And it's horrible. It's horrible. Anyways, for me, it got really bad because it actually got painful.
Your throat gets raw.
Yeah, nasty.
Guys, it's a new day. They both wore the same clothes.
Fluvid.
I didn't.
I washed mine.
Yeah. Hey guys, so I'm gonna run something by you guys. So I got some beef with Jesse's soccer coach. So we had a little run-in
with the law.
No, with him because he didn't like the fact like over the summer that when Jesse was playing with the junior high team that she was missing all these practices.
Well, I'm sorry. Doesn't he know how old his athletes are?
Right. When we were practicing, you know, because we practiced on the same days, whatever. But I guess she wasn't the only one. There was a few more that were doing the same thing.
Well, yeah,
whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
But he sent an email. It's like, oh, you know, Jesse's not training, this and that. You know, maybe she should pass on from the team and not play this year, or whatever. So I just kind of like said,
Don't they want your money?
Huh?
Don't they want your money?
Yeah, but this coach just feels like he's a know-it-all. Like the parents don't know nothing. Like we haven't been through this. But for those of you that don't know out there, we used to run the entire club, every aspect of the club. We used to run it. And I
Sounds
coached.
horrible.
I coached not only that, but I coached 2-3 teams for years, competitive, not rec, competitive.
And most of them were winning teams.
Yeah,
well,
and
the teams he coached were winning teams. Yeah.
Coached junior high, won championship junior high, all that stuff. So, I'm an experienced coach. I'm not going to say I'm the best coach out there, but I'm an experienced coach. I know what I'm doing. But anyways, I just kind of let it go. Well, today he sends another email, and he says, you know what, maybe we should reconsider Jessie, being on the team for the remainder because she's falling so far behind. We haven't seen her since before Thanksgiving. Before Thanksgiving. So then I started to do some research because this time he just made me mad. So I started looking at the dates and this and that, and I was like, oh man, dude's a liar. And so I went back and we we're typing up an email, and I was like, look, man, you've done this enough. You've always talked, I've heard you, and I've never said nothing. I said, but I'm tired of that. And I told him, all the stuff that he does wrong that I've never told him. It's like these girls, majority of them were on the same team last year. They can't put 3 passes together. They've had the same coach for 2 years. They can't put 3 passes together, let alone play the ball back to try to keep possession.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Okay? You look at their practices, it's like I had harder practices for my U8s than he's got for these U13 girls.
Yeah.
Okay? Which explains why my U8s used to beat my U12 girls.
Yeah.
I mean, but anyways, that's a whole different story. But so I tell them, your practices they're unorganized. They seem like they're, for little kids. The girls can't get 3 passes together. We played almost over 20 games, probably counting tournaments and stuff. We haven't. I said we scored 10 goals. I don't think we've scored 10 goals.
We scored 3 in 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, one thing that you guys know when I coach you guys, we didn't win every game. We won a lot of games. We didn't win, but we always scored.
Yeah.
We always score. We always have good offenses. We have good teams. But 10 goals in 20 games is unacceptable.
Yeah. You're not even scoring every game.
And it's not because a lack of talent. Like I told him, it's not a lack of talent. It's just a lack of ability to coach these girls. twice this year, dude, just in the middle of practice, just said, everybody go home. Because the girls weren't understanding what he was trying to show them.
But isn't that his job?
That's exactly. That's not only is that his job, but as a coach, you know, okay, this might not work. I gotta have a plan B. You always have to have a plan B, because there's gonna be those practices where the team is just not gonna get it, and you just gotta scrap it, move on, do something else, and you might come back to that other session later on, but there's times where you're just wasting time. Gotta scrap it. These girls cannot perform a goal kick. Cannot. For their lives. Okay?
Honestly, your teams couldn't either.
No, we struggle with that.
No, I'm not saying
No,
comparing you to the coach.
No.
I'm just saying.
But here's the
we
thing.
were kind of bad. Just reminiscing.
Okay, but here, you hold me accountable. Because that is true. And
yeah.
A big reason for that is when you have a goalie that doesn't have a good leg, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
Can't you get a defender back there, though?
Yes.
Yeah, but then you have a hole in.
And I remember in a tournament, we lost.
Because of the goal kick.
It's the only goal we allowed the whole tournament. It was because the goal kick. But hold me accountable to this, though. Did I train with you guys on goal kicks?
Yeah.
And before that tournament, I knew this was a weakness.
Specifically trained on it. Yeah.
Exactly. So, even though we struggled with it that season, we've trained on it. We've worked on it. This guy in 2 years has not worked on it one time.
Mm-hmm.
Not one time.
I mean, even if you don't struggle with it, you gotta work on it.
You have to.
It's a
learn
goal
how
kick.
to play out from the back, and now with different rules, where you can actually have defenders inside the box.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that rule would have been when we were playing, it'd been so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Drop Noah back there and
pass
else
it to
was
him.
back
Yeah.
there, just play short.
Yeah.
In the box, that's fine. But anyway, so he's never worked on that. They can't get a couple passes, 10 goals, and 8 out of those 10 goals have been the same way. A long clearance, and we luckily outrun the defender, and we're able to score.
Yeah.
The fun goal.
Another one was on a penalty, and another one was on the only time they've given your sister a chance to play as striker. She got the ball, made a beautiful through pass. We scored. And so I tell them all these things, and I tell them, look, you can fool the other parents. You can't fool me, because as coaches, we see things different. We see things completely different. The way that the games are progressing, and how the parents always say, oh, the team's getting better. No, we're not getting better. We played a team that was worse than us, and that's why we tied, or we barely beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not that we're getting better, but the parents, oh, we're improving something. No, we're not. You're not going to fool me. Because, like I said, we see things different. And so I told him, look, if you want, let's meet face to face. Let's talk about this. I said, but you're lying. And then I kind of look. You said she wasn't there on Thanksgiving. Well, she was on practice following Thanksgiving, that Tuesday, that Thursday, and she was at the game that Saturday. And then the following week, she missed the first practice. She was there at the second practice, and then she was there at the game. After that, we went on Christmas break.
Yeah.
She got sick. We came back from the new year, because they started right away, because there was a tournament that weekend. She's been out because she's been sick, but they've only had 3 practices.
Yeah.
So I'm telling him, this year she's only missed 3 practices because she's been sick.
Well, in a tournament, but.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
She's missed those 3 practices, and you're saying she hasn't been there since Thanksgiving, yet she's only missed 3 practices.
Yeah. Going
back to our break. So it's just frustrating to see 0 development from these girls. And for him to still be thinking like he's the god of soccer. And you go watch one of his practices. You've gone and seen a couple of his games.
I've seen the games, yeah.
It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating.
Has anyone ever told you look Amish? You're starting to look Amish.
Dude, you're choking. You're choking
Josh, what do you think?
I had a cough drop,
what
man.
do you think?
I can see it. It's coming, yeah.
If he just shaves the
dress
mustache,
a little different, yeah.
Shave the mustache and you look Amish.
I would have that hair right there.
No, that even goes with it because it accentuates the beard. No, that's
but anyway,
interesting.
So yeah, I've had that beef because I've never told him nothing. I've never gone against him. I never said, "Hey, you're a horrible coach."
You're a horrible coach.
And I'm like, And your mom's like, well, what if he says, well, can you do better? Well, heck yeah, I can do better.
Well, we know that.
You know, that's my strength. And another thing that's telling is...
You have the track record. You're not just a parent mouthing off.
Right. And the other thing is and here's another trait that you see. So last year, you know, it's a teal 2 team. And so...
No idea what that means.
Well, it's like the second team or third team.
Ranking.
And then so one of the players moved up to the first team out of this team. One player, which everybody knew she should not have been on the team.
To begin with?
Yeah, because she was better.
Yeah.
We're like, how in the world did she get, stuck on this team? So it's not like he developed her or helped develop her. Mm-hmm. She was just better, and she shouldn't have been there. She should have been 1 or 2 teams up, honestly. And so that's the thing. It's like, okay, why would only one player be good enough to move up?
Yeah.
And if you're keeping these players just because you want to keep the team together, why isn't the team better? They're actually worse this year than they were last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just blows my mind. But anyways, welcome to competitive club soccer.
Yeah.
Where the drama never ends. It truly does not.
Yeah, so I hope...
Honestly, like, in hindsight, now thinking about it, club soccer drama is worse than church drama. Like, 1,000%.
Yes, it is.
I like to block club soccer out of my head.
Yeah, it's worse than church
Come on,
drama.
Josh. We had some good times. Man.
I remember running the mile. As a junior higher, beating all the high schoolers in the mile was the best thing ever.
I remember when the high schoolers were like the big kids.
Well, dude, I don't know if you guys remember.
Now I
or
look
if
at
you were
junior
with
high
us
kids,
yet.
I'm like, you think you're something, don't you?
But, and I'm going all the way to Stusa. Were you with us with Stusa?
No.
I don't know
He
what
came in
Stusa is.
Bulldogs.
Okay, so Stusa
No, I
was...
came in
Paladin.
First year Paladin.
Okay, so Stusa was where we started playing...
Santan United Sports Academy.
Club ball. I don't know if they're around or not anymore, but...
I don't think so.
We had our team. We were U13s at the time.
Uh-huh.
They were playing at a U16 or U17. We scrimmaged them, and we beat them.
Oh, that's nice.
It was nice.
They all drove home and cried.
Yeah, the other coach, I'm not going to say his name, but the other coach was so mad. But that's what I'm saying is, I had a lot of coaches tell me, it's like, dude, I hate playing your team. Not because they're dirty, but because they always play so hard, and they're always competitive regardless.
Yeah. I mean, it's how we trained. The suicides.
I mean,
practice.
You told us to hit people, so.
Well, because...
No, that's good. I agree. I think you
yeah.
should.
No, but it's okay to fight back. There's a guy that...
Okay, hold on, guys. Wait. Hit as in, like, bump into them in soccer. Like he didn't tell us to punch.
Non-foul.
Yeah.
No, shoulder to shoulder. You got to. You can't be afraid.
Yeah.
And another thing that I told you, and I'm not ashamed to say this because junior high, even the little kids, I tell you this. If there's a player that's fouled your teammate 3 or 4 times, one of you's got to go do something about it and get him back. You just have to. Or he's going to keep doing it the rest of the game.
And as, you know, people can get offended by this, but sometimes you do have to get that player dirty. Like sometimes
get the big dude
because
to run
it's a
over
team.
him. Yeah.
It's a team sport. You gotta have your team's back. You know. So
guys,
I
I hope you
remember,
heard that voice crack from Taylor.
No, because this dude was pretty scrappy. I don't know, believe it or not.
Scrappy.
Hey, you almost got in a couple
yourself.
Fights on the field.
Explain.
Well, that right there, dude.
Yeah,
they weren't my fault.
Well, one of them
there we
was,
go.
Dude.
Wait.
I got video of this one.
Which time? Let
I got video of this one. We were playing a home game. We're with Stu.
Oh, wait. Against the blue team?
They were wearing white jerseys.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, we're playing a game against this team, and there's this big defender. And so Taylor, comes in with the shoulder, probably got him a little bit on the rib, steals the ball.
Yeah.
So now Taylor's, getting away with the ball, but this guy chases him down and tackles Taylor from behind. So then Taylor gets up mad and just shoves him hey, let's go right now. And the ref had to run down.
Oh wait, yeah.
The ref had to run down and break him up. And I'm talking, this dude was about a foot taller than Taylor.
No. You got that story wrong. Unless it's a different one.
I have it on video.
I think I know what you're talking about. The one where Z was the ref?
Yeah.
Nah, here's what happened. All right? I'm running with the ball. And no. Okay, yeah, you're right. We both ran to the ball and we bumped into each other and I won the ball, right? And now I'm making my getaway and I know he's coming. Like he's coming behind me, and so I time it and preemptively shove so hard, and it was, I guess, borderline legal. I would like to say it was legal. I would like to say the ref stopped the game because of how embarrassingly wiped out this kid was by someone a foot shorter. And then I knew all of this going into it. I knew he was going to pop back up. And so as soon as he did, I put my arms out because, like, you can't punch me if you can't get past my arms. No. So I think I got carded because I touched him with my arms.
No, he didn't. No, but he didn't. He didn't go like this. No. So all that he said is true. So he lowered the shoulder. The guy goes down. He gets up mad. He comes after Taylor. Taylor, with full momentum.
No. We were stopped. That is not true.
And then looks
that
up
is
like,
not
and
true.
then after he pushes him, he goes like this, like, what's up? Let's go.
That ain't true.
I have this. Josh, I'm gonna find this and I'm gonna
I believe
show
this.
You.
Yeah.
We have this on
Feisty.
video.
That ain't true, man.
Yes.
Nah.
And then that same season, because this team was, I love this team. It's one of my favorite teams ever. Soraya gets wiped out by some bigger kid.
Oh,
I mean, like,
listen to this.
blatantly.
Listen to this from like behind.
Yeah, Soraya's got the ball. She's moving in. She's about to cross the ball in. She crosses the ball in. After the ball's gone, this dude just comes and just kicks her like as hard as.
Okay.
And the ref's standing like 20 yards out.
Okay, now let me interrupt right here. Okay, this is that game where we lost the tournament because of the messed up goal kick that we got scored on. So there's like a minute left. I get the ball, right? And we have to score. And so our best striker is to my left, slightly in front of me. And there's this guy who just wiped out one of the girls on our team, right? And so he's running up. And I'm running so fast with such momentum because time's running out. I don't have time to do a move. I cannot turn. So I just plow straight through him. He was mad. It was not my fault. This is not my fault.
No,
okay, I will say my basis in this was 7 years old in football. They taught me how to tackle really well. So, like, I knew you don't need your arms. Like, you just brute force them out of the way.
Lower the shoulder.
And then they can't do anything. I remember in junior year, we were actually playing on GCU's campus. Okay, you remember this? Mm-hmm. We were playing on GCU's campus against a high school from that area. And they just keep hitting this little guy on our team. He's a freshman, I think.
No, sophomore.
He wasn't a sophomore.
Johnny?
Nah.
Yeah, he was sophomore.
No, he wasn't.
He was a senior.
Junior year? My junior year, he was freshman or something. Because he was in 8th grade, remember?
When he started playing? Okay.
When I was sophomore, yeah. So it was his freshman year. But he's tiny, man. This is a tiny dude. He's really good, but he's tiny. And they're just messing with him the whole game, And it's like this Mexican kids, like, that like to fight. Mm-hmm. And so, and that team, you know, we saw more eye to eye than most teams that age, I guess. So we got along. And we're mostly Christian. So this guy wipes. I think they jumped in the air and he like took out Johnny, was his name, Johnny's legs from under him. So I just sprint full force and I shoved this guy, right? That one actually was like the closest we ever got to getting in a fight. And then I realized, oh shoot, we're at midfield. They were on the attack. All the defenders are going to get to me before my help comes. But no, I think even our goalie came out. It was epic, man. But they didn't shove us anymore after that. But, I mean, they already had what they wanted. They kind of beat us by a lot. So.
Well, no, but it wasn't that bad. No, because this team, they beat us.
It wasn't that bad.
I think it was 5-1 or 5-2, something like that. But they've been crushing everybody. They were undefeated. They've been crushing everybody worse than us. No, but I was a little surprised that it took him that long. But once they hit him, you know, what's his name?
Johnny.
Well, we're not supposed to say names, man.
Josh can bleep them.
You guys have said him a lot of times.
Oh,
don't add more.
Well, anyways, so he got wiped out, and then Taylor came in, and Somebody else was gonna hit Taylor from the other team, but another one for guys. I forget
Caleb.
his name.
We can do that too, dog.
No, Caleb wasn't on the team that.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Names.
My junior year was his senior year.
No, it was his brother that was on the team.
Oh no, because he was in college. Yeah. He was at
watching the
GCU.
game.
Yeah. Never mind.
He jumped on the field.
No, it was the defender.
Ben.
The tall one.
His brother.
No, the
Ethan.
defender. Ethan.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that because, like, Ethan
Yeah.
getting physical like that. I was like, okay, but as soon as that happened, though, like the whole team knew what was going on.
You were the coach that year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The team knew what was going on. The whole team just boom. They got there.
That's a good team.
But now thinking about it in hindsight, did the other
was
team?
The COVID year, dude.
Yeah. Did they just want to gang up on us, and when they didn't want to fight, or what?
No.
Because I don't think the ref. It was already out of control.
It was
before the ref got there.
Yeah, no.
Before the ref realized what was happening.
That was a dirty team.
Yeah.
They were just dirty.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what was up with them. I don't know if they just wanted to fight.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they just wanted to fight, then why didn't they?
Right.
I would figure you would know since you liked to fight at
Well,
that
yeah,
age.
no, because I mean, no, if that would have been me, like back in the day, there would have been a fight. Punches would have been thrown.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some, but you just can't let them walk over you like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
yeah, none of those were my fault. I was an absolutely perfect, level-headed player.
No.
Yeah.
There was a time where you and Christian were gonna fight these guys from Scottsdale at a tournament out there at Reach 11.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes,
That there was probably the best game that we ever played, in my opinion. Because we played one of the top teams in the state.
Against, the team with the black jerseys and they hurt my leg.
I think it was Blackhawks.
Yeah. We were fighting them?
Yeah, towards the end.
Oh.
You and Christian.
I remember smashing their goalie.
That's gay.
Not like that, Josh.
No, but that...
Like, he slid me, and so I threw all my weight into him as I fell.
Yeah, that game...
like his rib cage was like...
We played with 9 players. We played with 9 players that game. And for a long time, large part of the second half, we played with 8 players.
Did you red carded?
Huh?
Red
No,
card?
got hurt. But we didn't have any subs. We're already down with 9.
Yeah.
Almost a forfeit.
Yeah. But anyways, we put up a fight, man. Because, I mean, this team was feisty. I love these teams because they just play so hard, man. And
feisty team.
No, I mean, heck, this is the team that beat it was a legacy team there. It's Real Salt Lake.
Yeah,
now.
and I think that was
7 players.
You were on that team. I'm pretty sure you were on that team. Yeah, that was Paladin.
Yeah, that was our first year of Paladin. So you were there, Josh.
Yeah, I was there.
And
or hurt somewhere.
I remember this game.
Yeah.
No, I remember.
And it was so cold that night. But anyway,
shivering
this team
in the black
beat
jacket.
one of the teams from a good club with 7 players. Mm-hmm. We only had 7 that one day, and I was mad and man. But we won, and we won handedly, like 5-1, 5-0. It was not even close. But anyways, that time you and Christian, you guys were just
we were carrying.
Not that I wouldn't say that you guys were very intense.
If we would have had one more person that was going our intensity on the attack, we would have won with just 3 of us.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Crazy.
Because I think we ended up losing just 1-0. And we had chances. We had a lot of chances.
One last quick story. And this actually helped me learn how to smash people. When they slide you, you throw your weight into them to make them regret that they slid you. But when I was still learning to do it, I messed up my arm. This dude slid me.
That was the first tournament we ever won.
That we won. And so I go crashing down on him. But the grass was slippery, so I didn't slip. He just kept sliding by. So as I fell on him, his head was already, like, below my torso. So, like, I barely even nicked him, and I just smashed my arm and hyperextended my elbow. That same tournament, there was that kid
from
CCV Stars. He was so dirty and annoying, and I enjoyed every second of making his team cry in the hail.
Oh, that's right.
We hit him a few times, too. Yeah, remember? And it was all over.
We thought they were going to stop it.
No, well, here's the thing. We thought it was going to stop. Everyone's in the car. We're all leaving. And they're like, we're not stopping. And it's like, oh, everyone get out of your car. Hey, you who left, come back. And and then the other team's like, guys, we got 10 minutes. We can do it. And so we scored 2 more times on them. It's like, take that. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
But anyways,
There's a good time. We had some good teams.
We have 10 minutes to get through the rest of chapter 5 here. I think chapter 5 took us less time than chapter 4, but
Yeah. Well, it's yeah.
Josh, you haven't done much talking.
No.
You want to read this?
No.
You want to be the first to talk about it?
No.
Yeah, you do.
My throat hurts to read.
You can do it, Josh. I do not receive honor from men, but I know you, that you do not have the love of God in you. I have come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. If another comes in his own name, him you will receive. How can you believe who receive honor from one another, and do not seek the honor that comes from the only God? Do not think I shall accuse you to the Father. There is one who accuses you, Moses, in whom you trust. For if you believed Moses, you would believe me, for he wrote about me. But if you do not believe his writings, how will you believe my words? And he did. Moses prophesied about how a prophet would come towards the end times. And,
Look, we're there.
Yeah. And, that he would bring hope and blessings to Israel.
Yeah.
What do you think, Josh?
I think that's true.
If you want to think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I do not receive honor from men. I mean,
God, I love that.
that's pretty cool, Jesus is above us all.
Hey, let me read what this is the NLT version, because this right here is straight up dope. It says your approval means nothing to me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that's as Christians how we should live. We're not trying to approve the people of the world.
But guys,
instead of God.
Christians are supposed to be nice. Like, don't offend people.
No.
Don't be mean.
Be slay, be gay, be transgender.
And here's Jesus saying, it means nothing to me what you think, bro. Like,
greetings from Paul. It's my
but
favorite.
look, 42. This is why it means nothing to him, because I know you don't have God's love within you.
Yeah.
And so that's like when you're talking to a non-believer, a lot of times we shy away, we get scared. Why? Because what are they going to think? Oh, they're not going to want to be my friends no more. They're going to think I'm a hater. Well, God right here is saying, hey, you're not a believer? It means nothing to me. Whatever you say, I don't need you to approve me because you don't have God. So that right there for you youngsters especially is very important. Nah, I'm old, man. You guys. I'm old. I'm not a youngster no more. I'm at the point for a few years now where I don't care. Your mom tells me, well, hey, don't you get scared what they're going to say? Man, I don't care. Man. I'm past that. Maybe when I was young, yeah. But now, I don't care.
Yeah. We still have friends, lots of them, and we don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Do you
Josh,
have friends?
No friends?
It's a question. Like,
Well,
do you
look,
have friends?
I always
said this
say
earlier.
I always say I don't have friends.
Uh-huh.
So when stuff happens and I need a friend, I always have a lot of friends. I guess I say I don't have friends because I don't really like hang out with people other than you youngsters.
We're your friends.
But I know got a lot of friends out there, especially at the church. So yeah, I got friends. I got people I can count on.
Yeah.
1 Josh, 2 Joshes,
3 Joshes. Yep, that's 3 people right there. I can split myself into multiple people. It's a spiritual gift.
So, how can you believe who receive honor from one another and do not seek the honor that comes from the only God? Do not think I shall accuse you to the Father. There is one who accuses you, Moses, in whom you trust. It's like, this was probably over a lot of people's heads in the crowd. But, like, the Pharisees knew exactly what he was saying.
Yeah.
It's always cool seeing the Pharisees react to these things. And then especially when they just can't kill them because the crowd's there, which this isn't one of those examples, but
or when the crowd joins them and tries to kill them, and God just walks through
walks
them.
right through
He's like, okay, I'm done here. Bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
They're like, where is he?
We'll be
Where is
back.
he?"
Yeah. I was like, okay.
well,
No, but that even applies to today. How we won't believe Jesus, but we'll hear just some random person talking about this, like say Buddha,
Mm-hmm.
like who's that? Muhammad,
Mm-hmm.
and all these people just teaching different teachings. Joseph Smith,
Yeah.
we believe them right away,
Yeah.
but Jesus, nah.
mhm.
But all these other guys, it's harder to believe. And I know there's a lot of others that we can name, but
Yeah.
Just like I said there, you'll believe them, you'll listen to them, but you won't listen to me. So,
Yeah.
you know what I say to that? Your approval means nothing.
Nothing.
For if you believed Moses, you would believe me, for he wrote about me. We already went over that. But if you do not believe his writings, how will you believe my words?
Yeah.
That reminds me of Luke 17 with Lazarus and the rich man, and the rich man's in hell. And he wants to go back and warn his brothers, and Abraham's like, if they wouldn't believe what the prophets wrote, why would they believe you if someone came back from the dead? And then it's insinuated the Pharisees and the crowd are like, no, if someone came back from the dead, we definitely believe him. And then Jesus did it, and they're all like,
Didn't believe him.
let's pay the
Yeah.
Romans.
And then, yeah.
Speak.
Yeah.
Permission granted.
We're giving
Thank you.
the rest
Yes.
of the time, Josh.
Guys, that was a good podcast. I don't got anything else. Do you guys got anything else?
That's
Feeding the 5,000.
Is that the
next
noise? The feeding the 5,000?
week. Yeah. Someone, a glutton just pigging out on the fish sandwiches.
Mm.